Okay, good. All right, so let's go into a nice yoga class. We're just gonna de-stress ourselves, and if you were with me for our step portion, you're nice and warm, so this should feel very nice to your body. I'm gonna have us lie back onto our mats and just relax a little bit. Let our arms be restful at our sides, and let our palms open face to the sky. I want you to close your eyes and start to breathe deeply in through your nose, expanding your belly, back, and rib cage as you inhale. And as you exhale, just let your body release all that air from the very deepest part of your lungs. We want to keep our face soft. Relax the muscles in your neck. Breathe away any tension in your shoulders. Relax your eyes, relax your jaw. And start to bring some awareness to your arms. Let's breathe from our shoulders to our fingertips. And then let's bring some breath to our legs and breathe from our hips to our toes. Let's breathe away any stress that we're holding in our spine. Breathing from the top of our head to the tip of our tailbone. And letting our breath weave itself in between each segment of our spine. And then from there, let's let our head gently turn to the left and breathe into the right side of our neck. Bring the head back up and let it roll to the right. Come back to that neutral place and roll to your left. Again, back to neutral center and roll to the right. And then come back to that neutral place. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, float them back down alongside your body. Inhale, float to the sky. And exhale, back down. Inhale to the sky, exhale. Let's extend behind us and reach out through all of our fingers. And then I want you to flex your feet and push out through your heels. Let the body go soft. And try extending out through just your right arm and right leg. Release and we'll switch. Left arm, left leg. And then let's release. Inhale the arms back up. And exhale, return to your sides. From there, let's go ahead and pull the right knee close to the body. Give it a nice tight hug. And simply point and flex your right foot. You're going to roll the ankle around. I want you to lead with the big toe, pulling toward the midline of the body. And then just let your foot rest. And we'll switch legs. In goes the left, out goes the right. Flexing and pointing our foot. Roll the ankle around. Lead with your big toe towards that midline of the body. And then just let your foot release. Now let's bring both knees in. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Few gentle rocks side to side, massages our back. Come back to a neutral place, and let's circle our knees around and around. And then reverse. You feel a good massage in your lower back. And then we'll just hug the knees in close, and we'll flex and point with both feet. I want you to hold your feet flexed and spread your toes out as wide as you can. And then scrunch them up really, really tightly. Try again, really, really wide. And then really, really tight. And then just let your feet relax. Keep your big toes touching, but start to open your knees a little wider. Let your thighs press against your ribs. Take the legs a little wider so the soles of your feet come together. Draw the heels closer to your body. And then let's separate the feet while keeping the knees bent. Flat foot to the ceiling. Pull down with your hands and push up with your feet. Relax your shoulders and add a few rocks in your dead bug. And then come back to a neutral place. Let's bring the soles of our feet back together. Bring your knees back to your chest. And then go ahead and let your left foot rest on the mat. Let's extend our right leg towards the sky. Think about drawing your toes forward over your face. Let that leg float all the way down, leading with your heel. Once there, let's bend that knee and we'll switch. Pull the left knee in. Extend the leg towards the sky. Press out through your heel and think about drawing your toes over your head. Then go ahead and release the leg, let the heel lead the way. And once it's made it back down, knees back into the chest. A few more rocks from side to side. And then come back to a neutral place. From here, I want you to feel your belly button drawing down. Press down through the back of your rib cage as you round up nose to knees. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And let's roll back down. Again, let's tighten the belly, round up nose to knees. And come back down. Once more, we're going to round up nose to knees. Now I want you to really use your abdominals to roll you upright. And then once you've made it up, let's go ahead and sit Taylor style. Allow your palms to open face to the sky. Feel your shoulders fall away from your ears. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Let your chin drop to your chest and feel a stretch in the back of your neck. We'll lift the head and tip back, opening our throat. Again, let's draw the chin to the chest. Lift the head, tip back, open our throat. Once more, draw that chin to the chest. And lift the head, tip back, opening the throat. And then just bring your head to a neutral place. Let's start to roll the shoulders from back to front. Think about pulling those shoulders right up into the base of your ears. And then let your shoulders fall away from your ears. And let's place our hands together at our heart center. We're going to point our fingers away from our heart. And then turn them into face your heart. Try again, away from our heart and back in towards the heart. Away from our heart and into the heart. Once more, away from the heart and then in towards the heart. And then just let your fingertips point to the sky. Let's inhale, open your arms wide. And then exhale, bring them back together. Inhale, open your arms wide. And exhale, back together. Inhale, open wide. And exhale together. Once more, inhale, open wide. And exhale together. Let's lace our fingers and push our palms away from our body. Breathe across your upper back and the back of your shoulders. And then just rotate your palms to face your body. Imagine that you're hugging a big ball. And just breathe into all that space. Let's release, let the hands float down, palms open to the sky. And we're back into our seated mountain pose. Let's take one more inhale as we are. And as we exhale, let the body go soft. And we'll make our transition onto our hands and knees. So whatever way works best for you, that's what we should do. Once we've made it onto hands and knees, we've got our shoulders directly over our wrists. We've got our fingers spread wide. And I want you to actually rotate your palms in a little bit. And you're going to keep your hips over your knees and the tops of your feet on the floor. Eyes are looking out past the end of our mat. Let's start sinking our navel, lifting our tailbone. Lift our head and open our heart for cow. Exhale, swoop in deeply for cat. Inhale again for cow. And exhale, let's round for cat. Inhale again for cow. And exhale for cat. Once more, inhale, open cow. And exhale, round for cat. Make your way back to a neutral place. Let's extend the right leg behind it and push out to the right heel. Add the left arm reaching forward, palm towards the sky. Exhale, lower and switch. Extending the leg, extending the arms, stretching across the room. Let's lower, switch again, reaching out. Lower down and switch again, reaching out. And then from there, let's return to all fours. Let your big toes meet. We're going to pull back with our tailbone. Let your chest drop between your knees and your forehead resting on the mat. Continue to breathe as you're reaching your fingertips farther and farther towards the end of your mat. From there, let's tuck our toes under and start building downward facing dog. Allow your head to fall through your arms. Feel your rib cage pulling closer to your thighs. And let the base of your shoulder blades pull closer and closer towards your gluteals. Let's nod our head yes a few times. Let your head shake no. And then just let your head hang. We're going to walk our dog a few times, lift and lower each heel individual. Raise the heels together and press them back down. Now let's inhale forward into plank. Let your eyes look out, keep your abdominals tight. Breathe. Exhale back up into down dog. Inhale forward to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Inhale forward into plank. Let's modify the plank by sinking down towards the knees. And then we're going to start lowering with your elbows open. Bring your chest down, bring your hips down, tuck your elbows in. Inhale, rise into cobra. Exhale, let's push all the way back. Extended child's pose and breathe. Let's try that again. Tuck your toes. Let's push up into down dog. A few more walks of our dog. Lifting up both our heels and pressing them back. Inhale forward to plank. Modify if you'd like. Lower halfway, hold it, elbows open. Chest down, hips down, elbows come in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Tuck the toes. We're back up into down dog. Once more, inhale to your plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, lower halfway. Chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. From there, let's take a giant step forward with our right foot. Placing our foot between our hands. Eyes looking out. Remaining on the ball of our left foot. Now let the left knee drop. Press down through the top of your left foot. And as we inhale, let's start lifting towards the sky. Crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Retuck the toes to lift the left knee. We'll step back with our right foot into plank. Press back up into downward facing dog. We'll step the left foot forward between the hands, knee over ankle, eyes looking out. Runner's lunge. Breathe. Good, now go ahead and drop the right knee, press to the top of your right foot, and start to lift up, reach to the sky, crescent moon. Exhale, let's fold forward, hands to the mat, retuck your toes, and we're back up into our lunge. From there, we're gonna step the right foot forward, gonna let our big toes meet and our heels stay apart as we draw the chest closer to our thighs. Bend your knees as much as you need to, and just let your upper body be a rag doll. Let's inhale, start to roll up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale into the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold the body forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale as we sink. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale as we sink. Now step back, right foot, left foot into plank. Exhale, lower halfway hover. Chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale again, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, big toes touch. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale again to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lower halfway, hover, elbows open. Chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, back into plank. Exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, big toes meet, heels apart. Let's roll up. Stretch high to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, go deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lower halfway, hold. Chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, toes tuck, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, go down. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Let's do that once more. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, let's look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lower halfway, hold it. Chest down, hips down, elbows come in. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, float forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, big toes meet, heels apart. Just roll the body up. Reach high to the sky. And exhale to your heart. From there, just extend your arms long at your sides, palms facing forward, and breathe into your mountain pose. As we inhale, let's extend to the sky. Exhale, fold the body forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Now let's cradle our elbows in the palms of our hands, forming a frame around your head. Let your ribs rest on your thighs. Let's release our hands back to the mat. Take a step back with your right foot into your lunge. Once there, let's push our right heel down and turn our right toes out. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Start lifting the upper body. Left knee is over ankle. Hips are square. Add the arms when you're ready. warrior one. So we're working at keeping our weight pressing into our left big toe, second toe. Keeping the arms strong without feeling tension in our neck. As we exhale, let's fold forward, hands to the mat. Start to straighten your left leg as you push your right leg behind you, hip level, bringing you into tripod balance. And you can stay with your tripod balance, or you can move into half moon by aligning left thumb with left pinky toe. Starting to roll your right hip open, and then extending that right arm towards the sky. Imagine that you're pressing your body against the wall. As we exhale, let's bring that right hand back down if it's lifted. Take a giant step back with your right foot, bringing us back into lunge. Left foot comes back, hold onto your plank. Lower halfway, elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale into cobra, exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. Lift the right foot, press back into three-legged dog. Send your right foot through your hands, bringing us back into lunge. Left foot steps forward, big toes meet. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach, extend to the sky. Exhale again to our heart. Again, inhale, extend, exhale, folding the body forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot steps back, this time into lunge. Pushing your left heel down. Turn your left toes out and align your right heel with the back of your left heel. Knees over ankle, we're looking out, we start to lift up. We're feeling our weight pressing into our right big toe, second toe. Adding the arms overhead completes our warrior one. As we exhale, fold forward. Once there, start to push your right leg straight and extend your left leg behind you. Position your hands so they form a tripod with your right foot. We can stay in tripod balance or move into half moon. Simply align your right thumb with your right pinky toe. Start to roll your left hip open and then add your left arm towards the sky. And there's your half moon. Again, we want to think about pressing the back side of our body open against the wall. As we exhale, left hand comes down if it's lifted. Left foot steps way back into our lunge. Right foot comes back, and there we are holding plank. We lower halfway and hold it, elbows open. Chest down, hips down, elbows come in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, push back into down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale again, down dog. Left leg extends towards the sky, three-legged dog. Send the left foot between your hands. Right foot steps forward, brings us back into forward bend, and we can inhale, roll up, reach high to the sky, and then exhale again to our heart. Let's inhale again to the sky, exhale, fold the body forward, inhale, look out, and exhale, sink deeper. Once again, we'll cradle our elbows in the palms of our hands, forming that nice loose frame around our head. Let's release our fingertips to the mat. Go ahead and step back with your right foot once again. Once we've made it back into our lunge, we're going to walk ourselves around, and that's going to bring us into our straddle. So we've got our toes pointing in, our heels pointing out, hands under shoulders. Let's inhale, look out. Exhale, we're going to drop down. I want you to bend your elbows and just let your head drop. So you're feeling that release in your inner thighs and your hamstrings. And again, you can bend your knees if you need to. You don't want to feel any stress in the lower back. Once there, we're going to push down into our palms, pushing the arms straighter and straighter. Let's inch the right hand over a bit and push on it with your left hand. And then as we inhale, start to open the left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist and see your left fingers touching the ceiling. Exhale, let's bring that hand back down. Inhale, look out with your flat back. Open your arms for your airplane, and then let's inhale our way back up to standing. Adjusting our feet so they're a little wider than our hips. We've got our toes and our heels out. We're going to turn those palms to the sky and breathe into your life-giving star. From there, let's rotate the palms to face forward. Let your hands meet together. Lace all of your fingers and then press your index fingers together. Let's bend the elbows so the forearms and the elbows meet. And then as we inhale, start extending towards the sky and allow your upper arms to frame your ears. Feel like you're actually being stretched upwards. While there, we're going to side bend to our right. Let's come back up and side bend to our left. We'll lift back up, reaching ever higher. And then reopen your arms so we're back in our star. Turn your left toes to the front end of your mat. Align your left heel with your right arch. Start to bend your knee, bringing us into Warrior Two. Again, we're centering our body weight equally into both feet. We're feeling the weight in our front foot pressing into our left big toe, second toe. Let's pull the left leg straight again without locking. And let's rebend. Try again, we pull straight. And we rebend. Now extend the left arm a little further as it's lifting up, the right hand lowers. Rotate your left palm to the sky. Breathing up the left side of your body. There's our reverse warrior. Exhale back into Warrior Two. Now start to tip. You can either place your left forearm on your left thigh or your left hand down to the mat. Meanwhile, right hand's on the ceiling, and that becomes extended angle pose. We're going to let the right arm start lowering towards our right hip. As it's doing that, it's making a full circle. And then the body pulls back up, bringing us back into Warrior Two. Now we're ready to straighten that left leg. And we're right back where we started. Here comes our triangle. Right hip reaching right, left arm extending out. Going as far out in either direction that we can. We lift the right, we lower the left. We're going to feel our body pressing open against that invisible wall. Feel your right shoulder drawing a little back as your right hip presses a little bit forward. And breathe into all that space. We're going to take one more inhale in our open triangle. On the exhale, let's start to bend the left knee. Revolve the upper body, let your hands return to the mat. Lift to the ball of your right foot, bringing us back into lunge. And then we're going to push that right palm to the floor. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And that takes us into our twisting lunge. Let's exhale the left hand back down. We'll step our left foot back. Show me that good sturdy plank. Lowering halfway hover. Chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, toes tuck. We're back up into down dog. Inhale, float forward to plank. Let's lift the right foot, press back again into three-legged dog. Now I want you to pull your right knee into your chest and then push back up into three-legged dog. Pull the right knee to your chest. Press back up, three-legged dog. Pull the right knee to the chest. Press back up, three-legged dog. Now step the right foot all the way through the hands, bringing us back into lunge. We'll step the left foot forward, let your big toes meet with your heels apart. And now as you're bending your knees, I want you to pull them together and sit your butt down. So you're trying to get your tailbone in the chair, and then you're going to add your arms alongside your ears, and there's our chair pose. As we inhale, let's reach and touch the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again to the sky, exhale. Fold the body forward. Let's inhale, look out. Exhale, sink a little deeper, and now we'll step back with our left foot, bringing us back into our lunge. From there, let's walk ourselves around into straddle, and now we should be facing the other side of our mat. So we've got hands under shoulders, we're going for that big inhale to look out. Exhale, we're bending the elbows, sinking down again. Let your head drop, and breathe. From there, let's push the arms straight by pressing through the palms once again. And then I want you to start to bend your knees like you're trying to pull your tailbone towards the mat. And just hang out in that squat, that wide squat. We'll push the legs straight, push the arms straight. And let's try that again. So we're just bending the knees, pulling the hips down. And then we'll press the legs straight and press the arms straight. Slide your left hand over so it's centered beneath you, and then push on it with your right hand. Inhale your right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's our twisting straddle. As we exhale, we'll bring the right hand back down. Big inhale, lengthen, look out with our flat back. How about we add the arms for airplane, and then as we inhale, we can rise back up again. And once we're fully upright, we've got our feet adjusted a little bit wider than our hips, our toes in, our heels out. Outstretched arms, palms to the sky, light-footed star. From there, let the hands lower behind us and hook together. Fit up your thumbs, your second and third fingers, you can clasp your hands. Once that's done, we're going to start to open the heart center. Draw the knuckles downward and tip your head back to open your throat. Inhale back to neutral spine. Go ahead and release your hands and re-extend into your star. Let's turn our right toes to the front end of our mat. Align your right heel with your left arch, and then when you feel ready, we're bending the right knee, bringing it out over the ankle without passing our toes, pushing weight into our right big toe, second toe. And then pull the legs straight without locking. And try again, bend the right knee, reaching out. Go ahead and pull the legs straight. Once again, bending the knee, reaching out. And then from there, extend the right arm a little further, and let's lift the right and lower your left. Turn your right palm towards the sky, and breathe into your reverse warrior. Good, and then as we exhale, let's come back into warrior two. And then from there, right forearm to right thigh, left hand to the sky. Our right hand can reach to the mat. So there's our extended angle pose. We're visualizing ourselves pressing against the wall behind us so everything remains open. As we exhale, let's start lowering the left arm towards the left hip. It's going to make a full circle. On the way up, the body follows, and we're back into warrior two. Now let's go ahead and re-straighten the right leg, so we're back where we started from, and we're ready for our triangle. Start pulling your left hip left as you're extending the right arm out. We're going to reach out as far as we can. Once we can't go any further, we're going to lower the right, lift the left, and imagine yourselves pressed between two planes of glass. And remember, it's not about where we're reaching with that right hand. We're going to just make sure the body stays open and flat. Want to feel relaxation in the left shoulder and neck, so we're not tensing that area of the body. And you may feel like you want to push your left hip a little bit forward and draw the right shoulder a tiny bit back. And just breathe into all that space. One more inhale in our triangle. On the exhale, let's start revolving the upper body. We're going to bend the right knee. Let your hands return to the mat. Lift to the ball of your left foot. We're back in our lunge. Push your left hand to the mat. Inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. Twisting lunge. Exhale the right hand back down. Go ahead and step your right foot back. Show me that good sturdy plank. Exhale, lower halfway, hold it. Chest down, hips down, elbows come in. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Lift your left foot. Press back into three-legged dog. Pull the left knee into your chest. Press back, three-legged dog. Pull the left knee to your chest. Press back, three-legged dog. Once more, pull the left knee to your chest. Press it back, three-legged dog. Now we'll step the left foot through the hands. Right foot comes forward as well. Big toes meet, heels apart. Let's inhale and move the body up. Reach ever higher to the sky. Exhale, return to your heart. And then allow your arms to hang long at your sides for mountain pose. Breathe. So you can remain as you are, but I'm going to turn this way. And we're going to move ourselves into a little balance. So let's find a focal point for our eyes. Once we've found that spot with our eyes, begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Push down into your right big toe, second toe. We want to keep our weight in that part of our foot. And then bring your left heel against your right ankle bone. When ready, hands together at the heart. And then when you're ready more, you can lift your foot and just find your balance in your tree pose. Continue to breathe. Let's add the arms if you wish, and they become the branches of your tree. From there, we can open the arms wide. And then try bringing your knee forward and remain in your balance. Let's set that foot down. Come back into mountain pose and breathe deep. So now we're ready for the other side. Got the focal point for our eyes. We can feel the abdominals supporting the spine. We begin to shift our weight into our left foot, pressing down into left big toe, second toe. Bring your hands together at your heart. Place your right heel against your left ankle bone. And then when you feel ready, you can lift that foot off the floor. Grow the branches of your tree if you'd like. Let's open the arms wide. And then let the knee come forward and just remain in your balance. And then from there we can rest that foot down and return to mountain pose. Breathe. Let's inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink that down. Let's rebend our knees, pulling them together again, sitting down in our chair. Once we're in our chair, we're going to lift the ribs, add the arms alongside our ears, and breathe. Inhale again, rise to the sky. Exhale into our heart. Inhale to the sky, exhale, folding forward. Let's inhale, look out. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Take a step back with your right foot and your left foot into your plank. Now keep your right shoulder positioned over your right wrist. Let's turn to the side for side plank. Left arm reaching to the sky. If we need to modify, and set the side of your right knee on the mat. We want to make sure that the abdominals are doing the lifting and the holding, and your knee is just kind of helping along. Let's come back around into full plank. Press back up into down dog. Let's walk our dog a few more times. Lift up both heels together. Push them back down. And then I want you to bend your knees like you're about to come onto all fours, but don't quite get all the way down there. And then press back up into down dog. Again, we're going to bend our knees, kind of hover. And then press back again into down dog. Once more, we'll bend our knees like we're hovering. And then press back up into down dog. And then from there, let's inhale forward again into plank. And we'll do side plank on the other side. So now we've got our left wrist under our left shoulder. Gonna turn to the side. Add that right arm towards the sky. Modification. Side of the left knee can help support us, but it shouldn't be doing all the work. As we exhale, we're back around into our full plank. And we're going to press back up into down dog. From there, let's ease down onto all fours. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, let's round and scoop for cat. Inhale again for cow. And then exhale, round for cat. Now just make your way back to a neutral spine. And we're going to move into pigeon pose. So if pigeon pose is not your thing, you can do upside down pigeon on your back. First, we're going to inch our left knee forward so it comes right behind the left wrist. Then let's use the right hand to guide your left heel across the body. We're going to aim it at our right hip bone. And I want you to push down into your left pinky toe while you're doing this and start to inch your right leg a little farther back. Once there, we can start sinking the upper body. And really press down into the top of your right foot so you can feel all 5 of your toes pressed into the mat, just the tops of your toes, and breathe. So in our pigeon pose, we want to feel a really nice stretch in the left hip and the right hip flexor, but we don't want to feel discomfort in our knee. So if you're feeling this in your knee, you need to adjust your body. On our next inhale, let's start to slowly rise back up. And then once we're up, we can sit right on our left hip. Once we're on our left hip, I want you to pull that right thigh forward so it's going to butt right up against the bottom of your left foot. And when you look at your legs, they look like a little pinwheel. We're going to press those hips down and extend your arms wide. Now start to bring the arms closer together. Let's pass the right arm under the left, let the elbows bend, and then we're going to either press the back of our hands together or our palms together, and then we're going to lift those elbows shoulder level so we can breathe across the upper back and the back of our shoulders. And those are our eagle arms. As we exhale, we can untwist the hands and just let them rest on your shoulders. And I want you to pull your elbows close to your heart and then let your chin drop to your chest. Inhale the head back up, and exhale, let's release the hands. From there, let's bring the knees together, and you can return to an all fours position. And now we can do the same sequence on the other side. So we're inching the right knee forward, it comes up behind the right wrist. Use your left hand to start guiding that right foot over, so you're aiming your right heel at your left hip bone. Pointing that right knee out to the side of your mat. Start inching the left leg a little farther back, and then we're going to lower that upper body. And I want you to press down into that right pinky toe, as well as pressing down into the top of your left foot, so you're feeling all 5 of your toes pressing into the mat. On the next inhale, we'll start to rise out of that. And then once we're up, let's go ahead and sit onto the right hip. And we're just going to simply pull the left knee forward so our left thigh can butt right up against the bottom of our right foot. And when we look at our legs, we see that nice little pinwheel shape. And we're going to keep pressing down into that left hip so it maintains contact with the mat. And then extend your arms out wide. Start to bring the arms closer together. We're going to pass the left under the right this time. Elbows bend. And again, we've either got the back of our hands or our palms together. And then we're going to lift the elbows a little higher. And breathe into those eagle arms. We'll take one more inhale. On the exhale, we can unpress the hands, let them rest on your shoulders, pull your elbows close to your heart, and then let your chin drop to your chest. Let's go ahead and release the hands. And then from there, we're going to just stretch out both of our legs straight. And I want you to start with a little bit of a bend in your knees. Hinge forward and see if you can grab hold of your big toes. So once you got that done, think about getting your ribs to press against your thighs. And once you got that done, you're going to start straightening your legs a little more, seeing if you can maintain contact with your ribs to your thighs, and breathe. And then go ahead and release your toes. We'll roll back up. And then once we're up, let's bend our knees. And I want you to place your arms between your knees. Again, we're going to hook around our big toes. And I want you to feel your belly button pulling in, just like we do when we balance. And then we're going to balance on our tailbone. And our goal is to make sure that our back remains straight. Regardless of what we're doing with our legs, we're going to keep our back straight. So just try extending one leg at a time. Don't worry if you can't get your leg all the way straight. Go ahead and bend that, and we'll switch. Again, we'll bend that. Now let's try both together. And remember, no worries about getting your legs all the way straight. Just make sure that there's no roundness in your spine. Good, let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's rebend the knees. And now I want you to just press the soles of your feet together. Pull your heels in a little closer to your body. Let your feet rest in the palms of your hands. Lift and open your head and your heart, and really work at drawing your knees closer to the mat for our butterfly stretch. Let's take one more inhale in our butterfly. As we exhale, let's go soft, and then we'll bring our knees back together. And then from there, you can place your hands under your thighs. Again, find your balance on your tailbone. But now we want you to scoop your belly in and actually tuck your nose right down there between your knees. And then we'll bring the head back up. And I want you to keep the right knee pulled in, extend the left leg out, and then pull back a little bit. And I want you to roll all the way down to the mat. Right knee stays hugged in and left leg extends out on the mat. Let's extend the right leg up towards the sky, just like we did in the very beginning. Think about pulling your toes over your head. And then start by putting your left hand on the outside of your right ankle. Open your right arm out to the side, and then just pull your right leg across the midline of the body without lifting your right hip very much. So I want you to feel this in the outside of your right hip and thigh. And then we'll bring the leg back to neutral. Now take your right hand. You can hook around your big toe. You can put your right hand on the inside of your right ankle. You can even hold your pant leg or put a strap or a sock around your foot. Meanwhile, put your left hand on your left thigh and think about pulling your toes over your head. And then we're going to open that right leg out as far as it will go without lifting your left buttock. So you should not even be able to fit your hand under that left butt cheek. And then just open your left arm and look over your left hand. Let's inhale the leg back up. Exhale as you bring it back into your chest. And then let's bring the left knee in also. How about a couple nice knee circles around and around. And then we can reverse. And now we'll switch sides. So we're going to keep the left knee in. You can stretch your right leg out straight onto the mat. And then extend your left leg towards the sky. Walk your hands up as close as you can and just start pulling your toes over your head. Ease up a little bit. Let's take our right hand on the outside of our left ankle. You can open the left arm to the side and then just draw that left leg across the midline of your body. So we want to feel this in that left hip and outer thigh area. We'll bring it back up to neutral. And now we'll switch hands. So use your left hand to hook around your big toes, or put your left hand on the inside of your ankle, grab hold of your pant leg, whatever works for you. Right hand, meanwhile, presses on the right thigh to remind you not to lift your buttocks. Pull the left toes over your head. Now start opening to the left. And again, we're going to let it go as far as we can without lifting that right hip. You should not be able to fit your hand under that right hip. And then open your right arm and look to the side. Let's go ahead and bring that leg back up. And then we can bend the knee, pull it to your chest. Let's bring the other knee back in. A few little rocks from side to side. Now you can rest your feet on the mat. Space them apart about hips distance. Toes turned in slightly, arms at your sides. Palms facing up, tighten the belly. And slowly peel off the mat. And press right up into shoulder bridge. Keep your weight out of your neck and just let it hold in those shoulders. Let's slowly inch back down, one vertebra at a time. Once you've made it back down, knees to chest, legs to the ceiling. Now you can keep your arms at your sides. This is a very modified shoulder stand. If you feel a pull in your lower back, That just means your hamstrings are tight, so you can actually just lift your hips onto your hands a little bit. If you want to venture into full shoulder stand, remember the rule is to use your abdominals to lift you and hold you, and your hands should be secondary. We want to make sure we're not feeling any weight in our neck. And we're just letting all that blood flow return to the heart to cool and calm the body. And if you're in modified shoulder stand, simply bring your knees to your chest. If you're in full shoulder stand, we're going to bring our knees to our ears. Then we're going to rest our arms on the mat. Roll yourself down. Then we all have knees to chest. We can rest our feet back down, space them apart about hips distance, toes in, heels out, and once again, lift up into shoulder bridge. And then as we exhale, we're melting back down. And then once you've made it all the way back down onto the mat, that feels so nice. Let's stretch the arms wide to the side. We'll bring our knees and feet a little closer together, and then start to drop both of your knees to the right. Let them go as far as they'll go without lifting your left shoulder. And then use your right hand to push on the outside of your left thigh and simply look to your left. Let's reopen the arm. We can bring our knees back to neutral. Now they're going to fall off to our left and let them go as far as we can without lifting our right shoulder. And then use your left hand to encourage a little bit more stretch. And then from there, you can bring the knees back up. And let the arms come a little bit closer to the body with your palms facing the ceiling. Proceed to extend one leg out at a time. And just let your body find that place where you can let go of all the stress or tightness in your body. And breathe. Taking these last few minutes to just really go deep into your breath, seeking out places that remain tense or tight, or perhaps areas of the body that give you some kind of issue on a daily basis. And actually feel ourselves getting a little bit lighter as if we're floating just above the surface of our mat. Do things for people, not because of who they are or what they do in return, but because of who you are. Let us set aside all of those anxious thoughts and make a choice to live today with courage and with an open heart and a grateful heart. And make random acts of kindness who you are. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. So I want you to enjoy the rest of your day, take in some fresh air, give one of your loved ones a hug, cat, dog, whatever you've got, significant other. Maybe it's a virtual hug, but share some love. All right, and I'll be back in touch. Don't forget, tomorrow we will do a chisel at the gym. See you guys then. Take good care.